This week's Safety Toolbox is about routes of entry. Routes of entry into our human bodies. We come out on the job sites, we're working at home, we're working in areas that may be full of silicate dust where we're breathing it in. Maybe somebody's grinding on lead-based paint and we're breathing that in. Or we're working with solvents such as gasoline and or starter fluids, lighter fluids, maybe some type of strippers, so on and so forth. And OSHA actually realizes that a lot of times we're not really paying much attention to the environment that we're working in, and then again, what we're working with. And did we ask ourselves these three questions? What am I working with? How can it hurt me? And how do I protect myself? Anything that we breathe in that's a particulate on our job sites ends up in our lungs. And after many years, we end up with these chronic lung infections. We should be protecting ourselves with engineering controls, ventilation, maybe substituting the product with another product that is user-friendly, and then of course, last but not least, personal protective equipment. How many of us have washed our hands with gasoline? Or maybe when we're lighting our charcoal, we get this charcoal fluid on our hands. Do you understand that your skin is like a sponge? This is going right through my skin and into my bloodstream. In turn, ends up in my organs of my body. And after continually doing that for years, I end up with spots on my inner organs and or body complications. How many of us have stepped on a rusty nail and maybe have gotten an infection or had to obviously go in for a tetanus shot? There are many ways, breathing it in, maybe getting something in our eyes, our ears, ingesting it, that these things could enter our bodies and harm us. And we need to be aware of what we're working with and how to protect ourselves. Personal hygiene is another way to protect yourself. If I'm working with an epoxy or a caulk or a stripper or a cleaner and I'm not wearing protective gloves and I sit down to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I could very well be ingesting the components that I'm working with and harming my inner body. So let's think about what we're doing, how to protect ourselves using engineering controls, and let's have a safe week, okay? Thank you.